Avery wrote to me and said, "Have either of you guys received strange gifts?" Yeah, I definitely have. I now have started to, certainly with my parents, I try to just ask for something specific, or even more recently, I asked everybody to just get me a gift card so that I could get myself a nice espresso machine, because I've received a lot of gifts that are just, I'm never going to use it. I don't really need it. Once I received some really just kind of weird bookends, and I guess I could have found a spot for bookends, but they really didn't match anything that I had ever owned or planned to own, and it didn't really make sense. I've received a lot of unusual gifts that I just don't really have any use for. So on a personal side, if I really am sure someone is going to get me a gift, and I'm not hugely involved in the gift giving or receiving world, interestingly enough, I'll try to just mention something that I might want. Here at the show, we get a lot of things in the mail, interestingly enough. And I've received everything from DVDs of stuff I've never heard of, and is sort of not really connected to anything I've ever expressed interest in. I've received academic papers on bisexual literotica, which were actually quite interesting, I must say. I don't know that I'd call it a gift, but it was something that was sent to us. Recently, we received these Saudi coffee or tea, I believe it's a tea set, from Saudi Arabia. That was interesting, no doubt. I mean, I didn't ask for it, but it came in. We've received all sorts of stuff, and some of the things are unusual for sure.
Yeah. When it comes to family giving me gifts, it's for quite a while now. It's just been cash or a check.
Yeah.
And so this is not an issue for me. Thinking back, I can't really remember getting any strange gifts. Yeah. Nope.
One thing I got, which when I told people about it, they thought it was weird, and I really liked it, was when I started having like my first business where I was, doing like monetizing content websites with ads or whatever. I think I was like 17 or 18. And my mom got me like a nice office chair as a gift. And it was the type of office chair you would see in like a business environment, like at a law firm or something like that. And, I was like a 17 or 18-year-old kid, and people said, "What'd you get? What'd you get for your birthday?" And I said, "Well, my mom got me an office chair." It sounded weird, like, oh, wow, poor kid, mom gets him an office chair. That's horrible. It was great. I had been using like a kitchen sort of like dinner type table, like a chair, like a wooden chair, and it wasn't very comfortable. It was fantastic as a 17 or 18-year-old to have this nice office chair with adjustable armrests, and it could go up and go down. That was a great gift, although it sounded weird to other people.
Yeah, you don't really realize how important a nice computer chair or office chair is,
Right.
if you haven't been using one. And they're not cheap either,
Right.
for the nice ones. Yeah.
This wasn't like one of those crazy ergonomic ones. This was like 13, 14 years ago anyway.
Yeah.
But it was a fine chair, and I stand by it. I might still even have that chair, honestly. It actually might be the one Lewis is sitting in right now. I'm not sure.
No way, really?
No, that one's newer. That one's newer, yeah. But it was that style anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, send in your questions. We answer 3 questions every Friday. If you are upset that the show is ending for the week because it's Friday, it doesn't have to, because we do the bonus show right after. The bonus show is for our subscribers at davidpakman.com/membership, and I encourage you to sign up there. A lot more coming up on today's bonus show. Gamefly is sort of like Netflix for video games. They have over 8,000 new and classic games for Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, PS3, Wii, and a bunch of other platforms. And you can play as many games as you want for one monthly fee. And if you find some games you want to keep, you can buy them for a low used price. There's never any due dates or late fees. And our audience can get a free 30-day trial at gameflyoffer.com/TDPS. The games are shipped directly to you with return envelopes included. There's no contracts, and you can rent games through the mobile app. Get the free 30-day trial for the David Pakman Show audience and support our show by going to gameflyoffer.com/TDPS.